Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to address something that I get asked all the time, and that is what are my top 10 favorite courses. And after nearly 1 year of having Tossing Plastic, we are finally going to go through them. And remember guys, it is important to remember that this is my personal top 10. That does not mean it's necessarily the best disc golf courses I've ever played as far as pure disc golf goes, but the nature, the scenery, and everything else that comes with it. And starting off our list in the number 10 position is Ace Run Ranch. Ace Run Ranch is a course that I filmed a long time ago, way back in Virginia. And guys, let me tell you something, Ace Run Ranch is not even close to one of the best disc golf courses that I've ever played, but the history, everything around Ace Run Ranch is what makes it so special. Don and Frankie have been together for like 1,000 years. They built their disc golf together back in 1994, and they still play it together to this day. Don will open you with welcome arms. He loves to sit in his garage. He'll talk all the disc golf you want, and overall it is a very, very, very enjoyable place to be with a great atmosphere. And coming in at number 9 on our list is the Seneca Championship course in Seneca, South Carolina. I filmed this course not too long ago, and I will say to this day, it is one of the most best, well-rounded disc golf courses that I've ever been to. It's definitely a course aimed at a higher skill level player, but at the end of the day, it does have short tees. Anyone can go there, have a great time. The scenery is amazing. All the different shot shapes required, the uniqueness of each hole. It really just all kind of glued and meshed together well, absolutely perfectly. And I would love to get back there and play it again someday. And also, do not forget the GOAT, Bill Murray. I want to give a huge shout out to my man, Bill Murray. This really caught me off guard. Next on our list in the number 8 position is West 6th Farm in Frankfort, Kentucky. West 6th Farm is on an absolutely jaw-dropping property tucked way out in the foothills of Kentucky. They have an awesome little brewery, a taco truck. The course is relatively new, so everything's in perfect shape from the tee signs to the tee pads. It is an absolute blast to play, and I would recommend anybody, if they get the chance, to go give that one a try. You will not forget it. Number 7 on the list. This is the first one that I have not filmed on the channel. It is located in Utah, and it is called Jolly's Ranch. Jolly's Ranch is the first one that I've mentioned that has not been filmed yet. It is located in Utah. It does have some awesome distinguishing features, such as this giant steel cylinder you throw through. It's very cool and very unique. Jolly's Ranch definitely has a very laid-back atmosphere, and it is located in the canyons of Utah. This course has the second best views I've ever experienced while playing the game. Jolly's Ranch is somewhere that I've been to a handful of times, and like I said, I hope to one day be able to get over to Utah and get some of these great courses filmed. And landing in the number 6 spot is the only course located in the home state of mine, Michigan, and that is Flip City. The biggest reason that Flip City is on this list is simply the history. Flip City has a very deep history. It is the oldest course sitting in the UDisc Top 100, and it's still on there to this day. Flip City is an absolutely amazing course. It is completely loaded with character. There's a lot of touches that you see throughout that course that are done by the locals there. Bill, the owner, is one of the coolest laid-back people that I've ever met. And overall, guys, it's definitely a course that you will never forget visiting. The most impressive thing about Flip City is the fact that Bill built it in his own backyard. This is one of the best things about Flip City. There's so much character here. As I've said, it has been around the block a few times, but you will see a ton of these rock sculptures, a million other things that just add a lot of character and life to this course. And coming in at the number 5 spot is another course that has not made it to the channel yet, and that is the Fort in Utah. One of the most notable things about the fort is the fact that it is home to James Conrad's Holy Shop. The 4 is an absolute blast. It's definitely going to take your lunch. It is one of the hardest courses that I've ever played, depending on which tees you take, but it has a ton of character. It's out in the woods, there's water, everything that you could possibly want in a disc golf course, and it is a blast. The heavy hitters are really about to start rolling in, and coming in at the number 4 spot is Boulders, located at the North Cove. The scenery at the North Cove almost feels fake. This is a video that I did record way back in the day. That place is so special, that picturesque creek running through. Sometimes you get the smoke out in the mountains, and Boulders is the most well-rounded disc golf course I've ever played. It's very solid, a lot of fun and tricky tee shots, baskets located up in, you guessed it, Boulders, and a lot of fun other things that just make it an amazing experience. Coming in at the number 3 spot, this one might not be surprising to any of you guys, but it is the Lula OG course in Georgia. I spent a lot of time there, as a lot of you guys know, but Lula OG is one of the most fun and exciting courses that I have ever played. And the biggest thing that stuck out to me about Lula OG is the fact that you're playing through 3 different ecosystems. You're gonna find yourself in thick swamp, open, manicured plains, and thick, dense woods. And that's not to mention one of the most iconic disc golf holes in the world, and that is the chicken coop. Every single hole that you approach at Lula feels like a completely different game plan, a lot of elevation. Anything you could possibly want makes an appearance somewhere throughout your round. And we've made it to the famous chicken coop hole, hole 12, 350 feet dead straight, all enclosed, very cool aesthetically. This is not an opportunity that you're gonna get anywhere else. Number 2, sadly, this is a course that has not made it onto the channel. It is a seasonal course in Utah, and it is called Solitude. Now, Solitude literally starts at the top of a mountain. You can hike or you can take a chairlift. It is seasonal, and it is some of the most jaw-dropping scenery. It's not even imaginable. Halfway through your round, you're gonna find yourself just sitting down, looking down on the mountain, looking at the little city, all the amazing views, and you forget that you're even playing disc golf. But don't get me wrong, Solitude's course is very solid. There's a lot of crazy shot shapes. It is very easy to accidentally misthrow and send a disc 900 feet down a mountain. I've ran into crazy wildlife there. I almost hit a moose, if any of you guys remember one of those hole 9 break stories from back in the day. Sitting on the bench of hole 18 of Solitude is a moment that you will never forget, and that is a promise. That is a guarantee. It's about 1,400 feet. You're literally throwing down a mountain, high chance you're losing the disc, but it is something that will sit in your mind rent-free forever. And real quick, guys, before I get to number 1, if you are new here, you're enjoying the content, please remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, join the community. And another video idea that I did have, if you guys are interested, was going over my disc collection. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed the little Easter eggs here I have in the basket, but I think it would be a very fun and exciting video to make, and I would love to do it. So make sure you let me know in the comments below. And finally, can I get a drum roll, please, for the number 1 course on my list, and that is, and to no surprise, it is my local course, McGrath. If anyone expected anything different, shame on you. Now get outside and go toss some plastic.